Hey guys, welcome to David's Drawings. I'm David and welcome to the Easter Art Challenge. In this challenge, I'm going to be using watercolor paints and ink. So, the one exception to this challenge is I am going to be using a pencil to just get the basic sketch, and then I'm going to go in with the ink and then do the watercolor. So that's just the one exception, and let's get started on the video. Okay, so I start by drawing just basic lines. I actually get out my paint to draw a closer line and a better line. I'm drawing the second crosses, and I thought it'd be cool for inside the crosses to do a Zentangle, which is when you put basically just a bunch of different patterns to cover up a big space. So it can basically just be any patterns that you want to do. Like on the edge of there, I did some Easter eggs and some spikes on the top. Also, yeah, it's just basically any small patterns. Sorry, that you just like, and to kind of cover up a bigger place. So I'm doing that on the crosses because I thought it'd look really good with the paint over it. So I'm doing bricks there again. There's lines. And so, yeah. So I liked how I did that on the crosses. And, yeah, I just really like the sun in the background. That's going to look, I think, really good with the paint. And later on, I'm going to draw some rocks, I think, on the ground. And I just think it's gonna look really cool with the brown paint over that Zentangle for the crosses. And now I'm on to penning in, going around the crosses. And just basically for Zentangles, you wanna just follow just the patterns with penning in. You just wanna try to get it exactly the same as how you did with that. But also, if you need any changes done, penning is the time to do that, because once you've done it with pen, there's no going back. So I'm doing cross hatching there. I'm doing the spikes. I kind of thought the spikes would be good for the thorn crown they put on Jesus, and triangles and some circles, and that's just a weird design I made up. Some bubbles and the zigzags. Okay, so now after this, I'm gonna move on to painting. As you can tell, you can see my watercolor set out, mixing the brown. I already went over the crosses in water so that the watercolor would bleed, just like bleed in, so I wouldn't have to do too much painting. And putting that brown in there. Originally, the brown wasn't quite as dark as I wanted it to be, so I'm clearing off the sides there because it got a little messy. So I'm gonna make it a little darker, I think. Or actually, I don't think I am. I think that's gonna be I'm gonna go in and make it a little darker. Right now, as you can tell down in that little slit down there, I'm doing the grass. And now I'm gonna I watered down the sun, and I'm getting that yellow on my tray. And I wanted like a more orangish yellow. I didn't want just a yellow. And I wanted to make it kind of blend into the sky. As you can tell, around the crosses, it's a little, it's not the clearest. I made a little reflection on the crosses, but as you can tell, my paper was a little bendy, so there's some clumps and spots. So it wasn't like it was pooling in spots, so I had to fix that a lot. But I really like this. I really like how it looks so far. In the sun, one thing is I think I maybe should have made the side of the sun a little dimmer, but now I'm gonna be going in and fixing those spots where it kind of drooped. And now I'm going to do the sky. I'm going that water. As you can tell, down by the right cross, the sun is kind of, it's pooling out of that spot. So I'm going to go in and fix that. And one thing I didn't do as good is I didn't do a very good blend between the sun and the sky. But I think I really like how it turned out at the end. I did those rocks. You can't really see that in the video. But yeah, I would have liked the crosses to be a little darker. But I really like the basic idea of it. And I really like the sun idea right in the background behind the main cross. And I just really like that. I think it really turned out good. Happy Easter! He is risen.